Countless souls have perished with a single dream left unfulfilled, to step foot in the city of legends, Paris, the city of light where history, culture and romance blend into a tapestry of unforgettable experiences. What makes Paris the ultimate dream that countless souls have died chasing? Did you know that Paris wasn't always called Paris? Stick around and we'll uncover its original name. Nestled along the Seine River, Paris is a city that resonates with timeless elegance and vibrant energy. It's a place where the old world meets the new, where every street corner whispers a story, and every landmark invites you to be part of its narrative. But what makes Paris so enchanting? What are the stories behind its most famous landmarks? And which spots should be at the top of your must-see list? Let's dive into the magic of Paris together, exploring its most iconic attractions and uncovering the fascinating tales behind them. Ready to embark on this journey? Let's begin with the true symbol of Paris, one that you've probably dreamed of seeing at least once in your life, the Eiffel Tower. But why is this Iron Lady so iconic? When you think of Paris, what's the first image that pops into your mind? For most, it's the Eiffel Tower, standing tall and proud, a beacon of Parisian charm. But why has this Iron Lady become such an enduring symbol? The story of the Eiffel Tower begins with its creation as a centerpiece of the 1889 World's Fair, designed to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. Did you know that its construction was met with fierce opposition? Many Parisians, including famous artists and intellectuals, thought it was an eyesore. They believed it would ruin the city's classic beauty. But despite the backlash, the Eiffel Tower was built, and it didn't just survive, it thrived. Would you have been one of the critics? Or could you see the potential in Gustave Eiffel's vision? Standing at 1,083 feet, the Eiffel Tower was the tallest man-made structure in the world until 1930. But here's something you might not know. It was almost torn down after 20 years. It was saved by its practical use as a giant radio antenna and its role in the military communications during World War I. Imagine Paris without the Eiffel Tower. Hard to picture, right? Today, the Eiffel Tower isn't just a tourist attraction. It's a symbol of innovation and sustainability, with 2 wind turbines generating 10,000 kilowatt-hours of electricity annually. It's a testament to how Paris blends tradition with modern technology. But let's not forget the experience. If you visit, make sure to take the elevator to the 2nd floor, where you can dine at the renowned Jules Verne restaurant and enjoy some of the best views of the city. Feeling adventurous, head up to the 3rd floor for a 360 panoramic view and perhaps a glass of champagne to toast to your visit. Oh, and by the way, here's that little-known fact we teased about earlier. Paris wasn't always Paris. The city was originally called Lutetia Parisorum, or Lutèce. Can you imagine telling your friends you off to Lutèce instead of Paris? Let's get back to it. Now that we've uncovered the secrets of the Eiffel Tower, let's move on to another monumental site that has witnessed some of the most significant events in French history. One that has seen it all, from military victories to several competitions like breakdancing and skateboarding during the Paris 2024 Summer Olympic Games. We're referring to the Arc de Triomphe. What stories does this triumphal arc hold? From the engineering marvel of the Eiffel Tower, we journey to a monument steeped in history. The Arc de Triomphe, situated at the heart of the place Charles de Gaulle, where 12 grand avenues coverage, the Arc de Triomphe is more than just an architectural masterpiece. It's a symbol of France's enduring spirit and a witness to its tumultuous history. Commissioned by Emperor Napoleon in 1806 to celebrate his military victories, the Arc de Triomphe was inspired by the grandeur of ancient Roman arches. But did you know that Napoleon never saw its completion? It wasn't finished until 1836, under the reign of King Louis Philippe. Imagine building something so monumental, only for it to be completed 30 years after you envisioned it. Do you think Napoleon would have been pleased with the final result? The Arc de Triomphe has seen countless historical events. In 1840, Napoleon's remains passed under the arch on their way to their final resting place at Les Invalides Cemetery. Later, during World War I, the Arc became a symbol of French resistance and resilience. One of the most daring moments in its history occurred in 1919 when a French aviator, Charles Godefroy, flew his biplane through it to celebrate the end of the war. Can you imagine witnessing that incredible feat? Today, visitors can climb the 284 steps to the top of the breathtaking view of Paris, including the Champs-Élysées and the Eiffel Tower. If you are planning a visit, be sure to time it for the evening when the Arc is illuminated, creating a truly magical atmosphere. And on special occasions such as Bastille Day, the Arc is often the centerpiece of spectacular light displays and projections. Before we move on, let's ponder a question. What would it feel like to stand atop the Arc de Triomphe, looking out over a city that has witnessed so much history? Let that sink in as we journey down one of the most famous avenues in the world, the very famous avenue of Champs-Élysées. Between the Arc de Triomphe and the Louvre Museum stretches the Champs-Élysées, often hailed as the most beautiful avenue in the world. But what makes this avenue so special, and how did it become such an iconic part of Paris? The Champs-Élysées wasn't always the grand avenue we know today. Before Louis XIV's reign, this area was mostly fields and gardens. In 1667, landscape architect André Lemaitre, famous for his work on the gardens of Versailles, transformed it into an elegant promenade lined with rows of elm trees and flower beds. But it wasn't until the 18th and 19th century that the Champs-Élysées began to take on its current form, becoming a fashionable place for the city's elite to stroll and socialize. Can you picture yourself taking a leisurely walk down the Champs-Élysées, surrounded by the elegance of a bygone era? The avenue has witnessed the share of history, from the jubilant parade celebrating the end of world wars to the somber protests of the Yellow Vests in recent years. Today, it's a bustling hub of activity, lined with luxury shops, cafes, theatres, and historical monuments. But the Champs-Élysées is more than just a shopper's paradise. It's a symbol of Parisian life, where locals and tourists alike come to experience the city's vibrant culture. The avenue has also faced challenges, such as heavy traffic and pollution. In response, the city has ambitious plans to transform the Champs-Élysées into an extraordinary garden. Imagine strolling down a greener, more serene Champs-Élysées, a definite must-see spot when you visit this wonderful city. As you make your way down the avenue, you're heading straight for one of the most iconic museums in the world, home to the Mona Lisa, Venus de Milo, and the Winged Victory of Samothrace. Yes, you guessed it right. We're talking about the Louvre Museum, a true treasure trove of art, history and culture. But did you know that the Louvre was once a royal palace before it became the world's largest museum? The Louvre served as a fortress and later as the residence of French kings. Can you imagine the opulence and power that once filled its halls? The Louvre's transformation into a public museum began during the French Revolution in 1793. Over the centuries, it has grown into an institution that houses over 500,000 works of art, which besides housing world-renowned masterpieces like the Mona Lisa, the Venus de Milo, and the Winged Victory of Samothrace. By the way, fun fact about the Mona Lisa. This magnum opus wasn't always the most famous painting in the Louvre. It gained international fame after being stolen in 1911, only to be recovered 2 years later. How do you think the Mona Lisa's fame has shaped the Louvre's identity as a museum? Back to the Louvre. One of the most significant transformations in the Louvre's history was the Grand Louvre project, initiated in 1980s. The introduction of the Louvre Pyramid, designed by the architect I.M. Pei, revolutionized the museum's layout and accessibility. The pyramid, initially controversial, has since become an iconic symbol of the museum, blending the old and the new. Do you think the modern glass pyramid adds to or detracts from the historical beauty of the Louvre? Today, the Louvre isn't just about its Western art collections. Since the 2000s, the museum has expanded to include art from Africa, Asia, and the Islamic world, reflecting its commitment to global culture. Whether you're an art lover or a history buff, there's something for everyone within the Louvre's vast galleries. As we wrap up our journey through some of Paris's landmarks, let's pause and reflect. What piece of art or history at the Louvre would you most want to see in person? And what does this choice say about your own connection to history and culture? These landmarks, each with their own unique story, capture the essence of Paris. Whether it's the Eiffel Tower's innovative spirit, the Arc de Triomphe's historic significance, the Champs-Élysées' vibrant life, or the Louvre's artistic treasures, Paris offers something for everyone. Have you visited any of these landmarks? Which one is at the top of your list? And what other hidden gems or iconic sites in Paris should we explore next? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you made it this far and enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more of these type of videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, for we'll be bringing you a new video every week. In our next episode, we'll be taking you to a place where double-decker buses, a famous bridge, and a giant Ferris wheel will leave you breathless as we explore it. Come and join us, and we'll see you on the next one.